Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Month Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the FIM-92 Stinger mod, which is being made by user IceStormNG. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is the Cold War surface-to-air missile launcher, the FIM-92 Stinger, and I love this thing. It is a pretty cool new addition to the game, and being a Cold War weapon, I think very nicely fits into the lore of the Fallout universe. So let's take a look at what we do get here. And the standard version of the FIM-92 Stinger is pretty beautifully modeled and textured, and I should point out that there are actually two versions of this particular mod, depending on what kind of texturing you want. The two versions are either a clean version, as if the weapon was new, and a worn version, as if the weapon's been sitting around in the post-apocalypse for years. I chose the worn version because, to me, that makes more sense in the Fallout world, and I think it's a bit more interesting. But there is a clean version of this if you don't want it to be covered in dirt and rust. But overall, though, it's still beautifully modeled, very nicely textured, a lot of good details to it. Unfortunately, not a whole lot of modifications. The only mod we do have is the increase of the zoom, but considering its purpose, I'm kind of okay with that. And, well, its purpose is it's an anti-aircraft missile launcher, and it works really well. Now, the stats on this thing are 246 damage using the FIM-92 missiles with a firing rate of 2, range of 11, accuracy of 71, and a weight of 18. But that accuracy and the damage aren't really quite so important, as again, this is an anti-aircraft missile launcher, and if you get a direct hit on a vertibird with this thing, it will destroy it in one shot. And that's glorious. Even though it only does 246 damage, it will destroy it in one shot. Again, provided it's a direct hit, not a glancing blow or just hitting the engines. It's got to hit full-on central onto that thing. And as for the accuracy, well, it's a fire-and-forget weapon. You zoom in, lock onto your target, and then fire, and it will hit it. So the accuracy there, also not quite so important. It's not like the normal missile launcher where you're just launching it in a general direction. And I like both those things. It's just fun. So let's go and take a look quickly at the modification for it, which of course, as I did mention, is just the zoom. So let's just get that out of the way. You have an option of a 2, 4, 6x, or 10x zoom. And if you do choose the increased zoom levels, it also does slightly increase the range at which you can lock onto things, which is always handy to have. I'm going to keep it on the 2x though, since we're not going to be firing it too far. And yeah, besides that, no other modifications. Now, as for how you get a hold of this gun, because, well, I should probably talk about that real quick, you will find it scattered around the world at different military bases. It is a military anti-aircraft weapon, after all, so you'll find both the missile launcher and the missiles at those various sites. Plus, you'll find it at specialist weapon vendors, as well as occasionally on gunners, which, if you're flying in a vertibird, could be very dangerous for you. Now, besides the military bases, you do also have an interesting option for the ammunition, as you can go into any chemistry station, head down to utility, and actually build a Stinger missile for yourself, provided you have the right materials, a rank 3 in science, and a rank 2 in demolition expert. Now, you may have also noticed the holstered version of the Stinger launcher up here with no requirements. This is not a functional weapon. This is a piece of decorative armor, which you can actually see on the back of my character. So yeah, it doesn't work, it doesn't fire, it's just a holstered, folded up version to make you look cool. So let's actually just take a quick look at that there, and it is quite nice. Now, I am just having this on my back normally, and it works good, but if you do have the visible weapons mod installed, it'll look a bit better placed, and it'll just look a bit more natural rather than just kind of clipping into my armor and looking a bit awkward. But still, even without visible weapons, it's a nice little piece of armor back there that just looks interesting. And then when you have one out as well, haha, it's double the trouble, and it's just great. Now, I did want to go over here to this table real quick to just have a gander at the missile itself. That is the FIM-92 Stinger missile compared to the standard in-game missile. I love that. That's gorgeous. It's so awesome looking. And I should mention that the texturing, not only for the launcher, but also the missiles themselves, have the difference between the clean and the worn. So this is the worn out version here with a bit more dirt on it, I guess, which is pretty nice. I do very much like the worn version. Now let's just take a quick shot over here. Now, like I said, it is a fire and forget weapon where you lock onto a thing and shoot, but you can, in fact, still fire it blind, and it will go and try and blow up the thing. But the fun with this weapon, which actually, let's just launch that again, and notice the reload. Not the greatest. It's using the standard in-game one, but, you know, it's serviceable and works well enough. So let's go over here and actually test out our weapon, and I actually think I can hit Will from here. So see, there we go. We locked on, and if we get out of the zoom, it will eventually, after a few seconds, go away. But while it is locked on, we can fire. And there it goes, and there went Will in one singular shot. Now, I think Randy's behind that tree, so I can't really get a lock on him, but let's get a different angle, and we should... Oh, there we go. Fire over there. Got him in one shot again. All right. Oh, I do love that. I just always love being able to point in a different direction and it potentially shoot around a corner. I mean, he was behind a bit of cover there. So that is just fun. Do we have... Oh, we do. Oh, we do. Now, as you can see, we can only lock on to one at a time because, well, we can only fire one at a time. But there we go. We are hitting the Rust Devils. And fire. Got that one. Where's the next? Come on. Oh, there they went. Oh, boy, I did a bit of nice splash damage. Take that, handy wrecker. Got him. And wow. We got all of them in pretty short order. Lovely. Did we also get a mole rat in there? Well, even better. We got Rust Devils and mole rats, all with just a couple of rockets. Oh, it's so fun. I really do love this Stinger missile launcher mod. It's a great little addition. And like I said, if you are up against a vertibird and you can get a direct shot, it'll blow it up in one. And that is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if you'd like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I would definitely recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next episode when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!